Hi dear friends and viewers, welcome back to our channel Vinay Kumar Basics of Physics. Dear friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the one of the most important question, that is the explain dynamic lift with examples. This is related to the chapter mechanical properties of fluids, and very important question and very easiest one. Clear? So if you want to learn something, you have to watch the video with very patience. Don't skip the video. Okay, what is mean by dynamic lift? Dear students, there is upward force acting on the body due to the change in pressure when the body is moving through the fluid. That should be what we call dynamic lift. Lift means what? We have to lift means what? We have to apply the force in upward direction. In this case also, one object is in air or fluid or water may be. In this case we are talking about the air only. When the body is moving in air, there is some upward force acting on the body because of change in pressure. That is what we call dynamic lift. In daily life examples, we can observe so many places this dynamic lift. For example, in a room, one table is there. On that table some papers are there. If you can switch on the fan, then the papers will blow off. They should be moves away, flies, they can flies. Actually the fan is rotating and the papers which are on the table, they are just below that fan. The air is coming downwards. Clear? The air must be pushes the paper in downward. Then obviously there should be fall onto the ground. But they are flying in the air. How it's possible? And next thing, in the same room, some calendars are suspended to the walls or windows, anything, water may be. Then also again we switch on the fan. When the fan is at the operating condition, if you can switch on that one, what you can understand? The papers of calendar will flies like this. They should be shake like this. Actually the air should be, for example, if it is the calendar, the air should be like moves like this. But the calendar should be must be goes like that. Clear? But what's happening there? The calendar will fly in opposite direction to the air. Why? What's the reason? And during the summer season, some winds came with very maximum velocities. Then roofs of the houses, they must be fly off. Without falling in downwards, the roofs of the houses and dust particles, everything should be flies off. What's the reason for that? So for all of them, the reason is dynamic lift. What is dynamic lift? There is some upward force acting on the body due to change in pressure. Clear? And that should be given one best example in our textbook, spinning motion of a ball. Clear? So when the ball is moving in the air without any spin, what's happening there? When the ball can be going to be spin, I think most of you will play the cricket. In that spin ball it is there, spin bowling. What's happened that why the ball is going to be spin? When a bowler is just releases the ball in from his hands, just he can turn fingers only. At that time the ball can spin. But when it is in air also, that is going to be spin. What's happening there? Let's see here. Before going to understand that, first you have idea about the streamline flow. What is meant by streamline flow? If you can imagine fluid into the number of layers, the lines which can have the same velocity at different points, that should be called a streamline. In a fluid, at some points same velocity is there, By joining all these points, we will get one streamline like this. Here, this is 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. This is a fluid. On that fluid here, these are having same velocity. Then you can join them. Now it is a streamline. So similarly, we have number of streamlines like this. They never intersect each other because they have different velocities. That is the streamline flow. And now here, let us see, go for example, what's happen in the case of ball without spin and with spin. Here look, on board 2 diagrams are there. Here now, this is the first case. Look here, ball moving without spin. Ball is not spin. Simply the ball is moving in air. Then you can observe here the number of streamlines above the ball and below the ball are same, and they are almost all equally separated. Almost all equally separated. Here I am saying now this is the velocity v1 and this is the velocity v2. Now the velocities of the streamline force above the ball and below the ball both are same. That's why there is equal pressure above the ball, below the ball. Then pressure difference is almost all 0. Pressure difference is 0 when the ball is in motion without spin. Then there is no force acting on the ball. If there is any pressure difference, then only upward force is acting. In this case, velocities are same, then pressure is also same. That's why there is no upward force acting on the ball when it is without spin. Simply you have to write, in case of a spinning of ball, here the number of group of streamlines above the ball and below the ball both are same and they have same velocities, and there is no change in pressure difference also. It means that what? Pressure above the ball and below the ball both are similar. Then the ball will go without any spin. Clear, children? Now coming to the second point. What it is? Here the ball is spinning. The ball is spin. When a ball is in spin, what's happened there? Here you may observe during the playing the cricket matches, the players will makes the ball to rough by rubbing with the pant something, and they can rub like this a ball. They are going to do, surface of the ball is going to be rough, especially while a spinner is going to be ball, and they will clean and they will not rub like this. Why? Means when they can rub the ball surface becomes rough. When it can rubs, the ball will drag the air along with it. When a spinner can spin the ball, while the ball is spinning in motion air, the ball can drag the air along with the ball in the same direction. Clear? If the ball is moving with respect of the velocity v, while it is spinning, we will take the total velocity is v plus vr. That means velocity of the ball and velocity of the ball with respect of the air by spinning it. Then what is v plus vr? And below the ball, v minus vr. That means simply what you have to write? You can observe the diagram, the crowd, there is some here. What you have to say? These are very crowded. The streamlines above the ball, they are very close to each other, and below the ball the streamlines are rarefied. They have some distance between the streamlines. Clear? That's why what you have to say, above the ball the streamlines are closer together, that's why velocity is more. Here below the ball the streamlines are separated by some distance, velocity is less. When the velocity is more, above the ball, pressure is less. Pressure is less. Where? Above the ball. Why? Because velocity is more. Velocity is more and pressure is less. Next, here below the ball, velocity is less. Velocity is less and pressure is more. Clear? Below the ball, Pressure is more, velocity is less. That means what? From the ball, from the down of the ball, bottom of the ball, the pressure is acting in upward. That's why here the ball is going to be spin again. Got my point? Just this is the reason behind the wings of the airplane and spinning of the ball, all the same here. In case of spinning motion, we have to imagine or divide the fluid into the two parts, above the ball and below the ball. Above the ball the velocity is more, below the ball velocity is less. When velocity is less, pressure is more. When pressure is more, obviously it can lift the ball again. That means what? Above the ball pressure is less and it is more. There is some pressure difference is there. Due to the pressure difference, some force is acting on the ball in upward direction. Due to that, the ball is going to be spin. So children, this is the dynamic lift and its example. The same thing is here. One more it is there, aeroplane wings. Aeroplane wings, same concept. Again same concept. What it is? For a aeroplane wing, this is a like aeroplane wing. Clear? Again above the wing, what do you have? Velocity is more. Velocity is more and pressure is less. And below the wing, velocity is less. Velocity is less and pressure is more. Again there is some pressure difference takes place. Pressure difference takes place. Due to that, some upward force acting on the wings of the aeroplane. So if it is an aeroplane wing, this is the fluid above the wing and this is the fluid below the wing. For aeroplane wings, the fluid which is the below, that should be having lesser velocity. Due to that, that should be having more pressure and that should be here, it can lift the wings into the air by some upward force. That is what we call dynamic lift. So dear students, if you can understand this one, like, share, comment the video and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon too. If you really enjoyed my subject, my way of teaching, please suggest my channel to your friends also. Okay, thank you for watching. Navya, Ravinde. ಹೌದಾ ಮರಿ